From stunning knockouts to controversial decisions, the world of MMA is no stranger to jaw-dropping moments. Whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the sport, MMA has a way of delivering unforgettable surprises that keep fans on the edge of their seats. In today's video, we're diving into 10 of the most shocking moments in MMA history, from incredible upsets to intense rivalries that escalated far beyond the octagon. Let's get started. To kick things off, we have one of the fastest and most iconic finishes in MMA history. In 2015, Conor McGregor faced long-reigning featherweight champion Jose Aldo at UFC 114. The anticipation was huge, with a build-up that saw months of trash talk and intense exchanges. But what no one expected was how quickly it would all end. Just 13 seconds into the fight, McGregor landed a perfectly timed left hook that sent Aldo crashing to the canvas. Fans around the world were stunned as the fight came to an almost instant end, shattering Aldo's decade-long undefeated streak. This victory didn't just give McGregor the featherweight title, it catapulted him to superstardom. With the fastest knockout in a UFC title fight, McGregor's reputation as a knockout artist was cemented, and he became one of the sport's most polarizing figures. His career skyrocketed from there, leading to even bigger fights and even bolder ambitions. Next up, we revisit one of the biggest upsets in MMA history. Anderson Silva, widely considered one of the greatest fighters of all time, had been on an incredible 16-fight winning streak. Fans tuned in expecting another showcase of Silva's remarkable skills, but what they got was a shocking twist. Known for his confidence and unorthodox style, Silva began showboating in the fight against Chris Weidman, dropping his hands and taunting him. But when Weidman threw a solid right hook, Silva's taunting backfired. The punch connected, and Silva was knocked out, ending his legendary reign as middleweight champion. This shocking moment marked a turning point, not just in Silva's career, but also in MMA. It was a reminder that in this sport, even the greatest fighters are vulnerable. Silva's loss to Weidman showed the unpredictability of MMA and underscored the importance of respect and focus inside the cage. Perhaps one of the most stunning upsets in the women's division came when Holm faced Ronda Rousey. Rousey was at the peak of her career, dominating opponents with lightning-fast arm bars and powerful throws. Many believed Rousey was unbeatable, and she entered the fight as a heavy favorite. But Holm, a decorated striker, had a different plan. Using her superior footwork and kickboxing skills, Holm dismantled Rousey over 2 rounds. Then came the decisive blow, a high kick that landed perfectly on Rousey's jaw, sending her to the mat and ending her undefeated streak. This fight didn't just end Rousey's dominance, it reshaped the women's division and brought new attention to Holm's skill as a fighter. Rousey's shocking loss marked the end of an era and paved the way for a more competitive landscape in women's MMA. Conor McGregor makes another appearance on our list, this time as the underdog. After his quick rise to fame, McGregor was known for his fearlessness and bravado, taking on any challenge that came his way. When Rafael dos Anjos pulled out of their scheduled fight, Nate Diaz stepped in on short notice. Despite the odds, Diaz shocked everyone by not only standing toe-to-toe with McGregor, but also by submitting him in the second round. The fight became legendary, with Diaz uttering the now famous line, "I'm not surprised, motherfuckers." McGregor's loss to Diaz was a pivotal moment in his career, challenging his invincibility and setting the stage for one of the greatest rivalries in MMA. Fans were eager for a rematch, which only fueled the hype around these two fighters and helped make their next fight one of the most watched MMA history. One of the most intense and unforgettable moments in MMA history came after the fight between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor. The animosity between the two fighters was off the charts, with months of trash talk and a heated rivalry that went beyond the cage. Khabib emerged victorious, submitting McGregor in the 4th round. But what happened after the fight stunned fans worldwide. Khabib jumped over the cage and charged toward McGregor's corner, sparking a massive brawl between the teams and security. This post-fight chaos led to suspensions, fines, and intense scrutiny on fighter conduct. It underscored the deep-seated emotions in MMA and raised questions about the limits of rivalry. The Khabib-McGregor incident remains one of the most talked about moments in UFC history, and it highlighted the passion and tension that make MMA such an intense sport. Up next, we have Jorge Masvidal's unforgettable flying knee against Ben Askren. In 2010, Masvidal and Askren met in what many expected to be a grueling match. But from the moment the fight started, Masvidal sprinted forward, delivering a perfectly timed flying knee that connected with Askren's head in just 5 seconds. The entire arena was stunned as Askren fell to the mat instantly, and fans realized they had just witnessed history. This knockout became the fastest in UFC history, forever cementing Masvidal's name in the record books. It wasn't just a victory, it was a moment that showcased Masvidal's fighting IQ and ability to capitalize on a high-stakes opportunity. Fans went wild, and Masvidal's career reached new heights, securing his status as one of the most electrifying fighters in MMA. From WWE to the Octagon, Brock Lesnar's MMA journey was unexpected and exciting. Known for his strength and athleticism in the wrestling world, Lesnar made his way into MMA, and fans were curious to see how he would fare. His transition wasn't just a marketing move. Lesnar proved he could dominate inside the cage. In just his 4th fight, he captured the UFC Heavyweight Championship by defeating Randy Couture, shocking fans who doubted his skills. Lesnar's success drew a new wave of fans to MMA, especially those from WWE, boosting the UFC's popularity. His presence brought spectacle and excitement to the sport, and Lesnar's brief but impactful MMA career remains a fascinating chapter in UFC history. Even after his MMA career, Lesnar left an undeniable legacy that bridged the worlds of pro wrestling and MMA. One of the most controversial moments in MMA history came with Jon Jones's disqualification against Matt Hamill. Known for his incredible skill and dominance, Jones was controlling the fight when he delivered a 12-6 elbow, a move considered illegal. As a result, Jones was disqualified, giving him the first and only loss on his record. Fans and analysts still debate this decision, with many arguing that the rule and its enforcement are outdated. This disqualification is significant because it remains the only blemish on Jones's record. To this day, it's a contentious moment in MMA, with fans and commentators questioning whether the loss truly reflects Jones's ability. This incident serves as a reminder that even the greatest fighters can fall victim to the rules, adding a layer of intrigue to Jones's otherwise dominant career. Moving on to one of the most shocking moments in women's MMA, Amanda Nunes' quick knockout of Cris Cyborg. Cyborg was known for her power and dominance, with many believing she was unbeatable. But Nunes came into the fight prepared and confident. Within the first round, she delivered a series of brutal punches that left Cyborg stunned and ultimately ended the fight by knockout. Nunes' victory didn't just win her the featherweight title, it cemented her status as one of the greatest female fighters in MMA history. This fight showcased her skill, power, and ability to take on any challenge, proving that she was a force to be reckoned with. After this win, Nunes earned the respect of fans worldwide and established her legacy in the sport. Finally, we have one of the most heartbreaking moments in MMA, the leg break of Anderson Silva during his rematch with Chris Weidman. Silva, aiming to reclaim his title, threw a low kick that Weidman checked, leading to a devastating break in Silva's leg. Fans were horrified as the legendary fighter fell to the mat, unable to continue. This injury marked a tragic and symbolic end to Silva's prime years, and it was a moment that shocked the entire MMA community. Silva's leg break not only brought an abrupt end to the fight, but also marked the end of an era. It was a reminder of the physical risks that fighters take each time they step into the cage. For Silva, it was a painful close to his peak years. And while he continued to fight afterward, fans will always remember this as a pivotal moment in his storied career. And there you have it, 10 of the most shocking moments in MMA history. From stunning knockouts to career-changing injuries, these moments remind us why MMA is one of the most intense and unpredictable sports in the world. Let us know in the comments which moment shocked you the most, or if there's one you think we missed. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, Vivid Force, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more MMA content like this.